Yeah, Madhavi, Sunita, Girish, you're all you turned your video off. What happened? You feel shy or what? After all this Vedanta, we should not feel that
No,
shy.
no, Jaikumar ji, we are traveling, so we are
Okay.
using our iPad, so we cannot, we could not hold it properly. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
Not shy at all.
Not shy.
Yeah.
Okay. Aniruddha, go ahead.
Hari Om.
So Guruji, just I think an observation. So the example of Prakash, now what has happened is that everybody in the world knows that there is photons and this and that, and photons can be manipulated and you can slow them up, speed them down. There is color. I think it doesn't work as well as the space example in terms of Nisangatvam, alone. Space, because they haven't found any constituent particle for the space, for the concept of space, it's untouchable. Nobody, I mean, in our lifetime, probably it may not happen. But light, I think we have to stay a little short of, let's say, the properties of what we want to convey, other than illumine. I think there is no question that light is the only source of illumination known. But I think other things we have to sort of step back from in what I think.
Right. So, in fact, Swami Paramahansandaji gives the light example quite often. I don't know if you noticed it, but I rarely give the light example. Space we do invoke periodically. I never give the light example. There's another problem with light. You know what? Light illumines the hand, okay? But the back of the hand, let's put it differently. Light is illumining, sun is illumining the earth. It's illumining the earth. What about this side of the earth? What
Yeah,
happens?
right. So I think the same thing with the moon, no? One side of the moon is never illuminated.
Never illuminated. So the
Never illuminated.
solid has the capacity to block the light. Okay, block means
Yes.
thus far, no further.
Correct.
Beyond this, you're not going. So
Correct.
these problems are there. So
Correct.
I stay away from the light example.
Yes. That's all. That was the only observation.
But Prakash, that quality of Prakasha we take from light. That is why Krishna is saying that Prakashatvam is there. Hey, you are the Natatra Suryo Bhati. You are the ultimate illuminator. And so, and Surya is self-illuminating. Means it's a self-luminous. That example we can take of Surya, self-luminous. It's okay. There are some processes, helium, hydrogen, etc., going on, but it doesn't need anybody's help to burn like that. So like that.
Cloud blocks the sun and the moon.
Huh?
The cloud blocks the sun and the moon. You said the solid blocks the light.
Exactly. Yeah, the Earth example is better because it's literally dark on the other side of Earth, and so. Okay, Haraprasad, go ahead.
Mahodaya, you translated Krishnam as Sarvavyapi.
No, Krishnam is not Sarvavyapi. Krishnam is entire. All.
Entire, doesn't it not mean Sarvavyapi? So,
we see Krishnam Jagat, when they say, it refers to the entire universe. Entire universe.
Okay. How is that?
Yeah.
What is the
Atma pervades.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Atma pervades the entire universe. Okay, that is there. But that is Atma pervades. But Jagat, Krishnam Jagat, Atma pervades what, if you ask? Universe. Atma pervades. You don't need to say entire universe. Universe is entire only. There is no partial universe. But just to put an adjective there, Krishnam Jagat, entire. That here also, I think, same way. Krishnam here refers to Jagat. How did we translate that? We said
Just as one sun illumines the entire world.
Guruji, is it Jagat or world as in like more finite, like Earth? Jagat as in universe, world as in Earth.
Okay,
It says lokaya, right?
let's answer that question here. Kshetram, Kshetri, Tata,
What
Kritsna.
if he said, what
One
if he
minute,
said the
one minute.
whole?
1 minute.
Mhm.
So Kritsnam Prakashayati Bharat. So see 33. I'm looking at shloka number 33, right? Yatha Prakashayati Yekaha. So Kritsnam Imam Lokam Ravi. Right? So there it is entire world. What Prasanna says is for entire world, the world that we are aware of, which is this earth. That's it. Earth, this world that you and I are aware of. That Krishna, entire there refers to this world that we are aware of, the entire earth. Because Ravi, sun. Or you can even include solar system also is fine. Entire solar system. Correct? Because that also we are aware of. We can visualize, we can imagine, we can appreciate, we can acknowledge that. But we can't, because Ravi refers to this guy right here. Okay, sun. There is no one object that's illumining the entire world, right? There's no such thing like the entire universe. Next to Krishnam is the entire Jagat.
Oh,
So the entire of the first word, Krishnam on the first line or first half, is
yeah.
referring to this world that you and I can visualize. This, let's say, solar system. Entire solar system, all the planets of the solar system,
Mm.
and the satellites of the solar system, and anything else that is there in the solar system, including the atmosphere in between, asteroids and this and that, everything, entire Krishna. But then next half of the shloka, Krishnam, there is Jagat, there is no missing. The word is not there. Within brackets, you have to say Krishnam, entire universe.
Guruji, I thought it in the second half of the mantra, it's only talking about the kshetram, entire kshetram, not Jagat, because he clearly says kshetram, kshetri, tatha kritsnam.
Yes, okay, fair enough. And Krishnam Kshetram. Krishnam Kshetram. Correct. You're right. Krishnam Kshetram. Correct. And therefore, Anshetram is Jagat.
Okay. I thought in this context, kshetram is not body, is it?
Entire anatma.
So, see, the thing is this. Previous line, he's already talked about the solar system. Now, you need something bigger than the solar system. And so, Kshetram refers to, even though there, Idam, Shariram, Kshetram, like that he talked about. Shariram is Kshetram. But here, this is concluding. You have to include the entire universe. Because Atma, Shariram is clear. But Atma, entire universe, we have to take it all the way to the universe. And so, and Te Viduryan. Okay, so therefore it's better to bring. Let's see what Shakracharya is. Oh, I'm curious. Okay. What happened to the book? Give me 1 second. We can pause the recording. Okay, so Shakracharya is saying Tadvat Mahabhutadi Dhrityantam Kshetram. Antam Kshetram. So Mahabhutadi. So he's referring to the entire universe. Universe, not just the body. Otherwise, he would have said body, right? महाभूतों से लेकर धृति पर्यंतम बतलाए हुए समस्त क्षेत्र को वह एक होते हुए भी. So Mahabhutadi Dhrityantam. So from the minutest Bhuta to all the way the entire universe. That is what he's talking about. He's translating Kshetra as. Good. Nice, good question. Yeah, Mahesh Ji, go ahead.
In that last part one, or the first sloka, 33rd sloka we studied, we said Sukshmatvam, because we said it is pervading the whole body, right? The Atma pervades the whole body.
Yeah.
But in Kathopanishad, we said it's Guhayam, in Hridayam, and inside the Hridayam, in Tam. Isn't it kind of conflicting?
Yeah, it is conflicting. What did we say in Kathopanishad? Why is Kathopanishad saying that? Does anybody remember why? How can Atma be all pervasive and then sitting in the heart also?
Yeah.
Contradictory. Why?
I think this is to me this is a better explanation, because it says it pervades the entire body, not be specific location.
So, answer the question. Who wants to answer the question? Why our Shastram say Atma is at the size of the thumb located in the heart?
And that is one thing. Another one, earlier also in Kathopanishad we said that we learned rather that there are two Atma, one second one came there.
So Pratyagatma.
Pratyagatma. To me that is somewhat more confusing from what we have learned thus far.
So Atma is the greatest secret. Where did that come?
In Gita.
Hmm.
Guhyataram, it is.
Also in Kathopanishad, Guhayam.
Guhyam. Guhyam. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyo Nana.
Seventh, I think.
One of the previous.
Seventh, I think.
Seventh.
Ninth chapter is ninth chapter.
Ninth chapter, I think, right? Ninth chapter, I think. You can check it out. So Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. So secret means what?
Ninth only.
How do you give an example for a secret? Okay. What is it that the most secret if somebody asks? You have to give an example. That example is Buddhi Guha. Okay, heart. Buddhi Guha, the two heart also. Because impossible to figure out what is there in the space in my heart. Until I die. And once I die, I can't figure out anything. So therefore, it's just gone. Nobody can figure it out. That is why they say Buddhi Guha. And Buddhi, they bring it. They say the mind is in the heart. Yeah. HD is correct. It's a very crazy explanation. And but that's because you can't figure out. Nobody can come and say, I'm a great accomplished guy, I've got all these degrees, I'm going to figure out Atma. Not going to work out. That is why they use this example.
No, my point is if you are not specific to a location and you say there is something sukshmam, subtle, which make the body function as it is, as it does, and which leaves the body when person passes away. To me, that is explained enough. I don't think anything further only complicates things.
And don't allow yourself to be connected with the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a better explanation.
Yeah. Don't allow yourself to be confused with. Yeah. Say Dhriti we must have.
So
You can't localize Atma, all pervading Atma, you cannot localize.
Yet we did.
No, so but also in Kathopanishad, Yama keeps saying subtler than the subtlest, which is one thing, and Mahan than the most Mahan. He keeps on going across the two, and I think as far as the body is, I mean, okay, in other texts that I'm kind of, so it says that even a dead body has Atma. It just does not have the sukshma shariram and hence no consciousness. So I think that if you sort of go down these explorations, you will. I mean, I think one comes across all sorts of different what should I say, ways in which I think the idea gets conveyed, and we have to kind of do some mananam, nididhyarasam, and sort of absorb those. I think otherwise they tend to sort of blow you out of your path very easily.
Yeah. So another reason for that Buddhi Guha is Ishvara has entered, right? Like other example, Ishvara has entered the heart. Means if I have any idea of Parokshatvam, now is a good time to give up the idea of Parokshatvam. Now is a good time. Yeah, it's very favorite. Our favorite ideas are all there. It's coming from, it's a parampara. Paroksha is a parampara. Just like Aparoksha is parampara, Paroksha also is parampara. And so the favorite ideas have to be slowly let go. We have to find a way to let go. That's why Upanishad makes all these statements. And letting go is not going to be easy. Because it takes time and it has to be natural, organic, like they say, organic. And so it has to be organic. This can't simply download stuff. And so they're supposed to be aids. We can even do a nididhyas of Ishvara being in the heart. Yeah. Kasha Dhyanam is there, the Taittiriya Upanishad, all these dhyanams are there. And so you imagine that and bring the Kathopanishad Vakyam in that nididhyasa. So it brings that closeness. That gap has to be made to zero. How am I going to make the gap zero? Right now the gap is huge. You have to bring it down to zero. So these are the aids that Upanishad gives. Because, yeah, like Mahesh said the other day, you are Brahma. Brahma is all pervasive. Over. You make the statement and move on. Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. That's not enough. Years of study is required. Years of Shravanam is required. Finally, the statement is the same thing. Mahavakya Upadesha is the same thing. Tattvam Asi. That is the Upadesha Vakya. Tattvam Asi. So that's the tradition. That's the tradition. So we don't need to be alarmed at some of these examples. They're just examples. And every example has a limitation. We should not focus too much on the limitation. Take the best part of the example and then leave out the rest. Leave out the rest. Like somebody gives a mango to you, eat the mango. And then you can't say, oh, this thing, how am I going to eat the seed? No, just give up the seed. It's not meant to be eaten. Give it up. Like that, every example will have a seed in it, which you have to give up. Any other questions?
So they're all important actually in understanding the concept, all these examples. So, yeah, like you said, sunlight, it is not everything, right? Sunlight is not everything. So that way it is limited in this sense. So all these are all good. Without that, probably it is difficult to understand the abstract phenomena to start with. So that way, what is real or satyam, we do not know now. So it has to be understood in a different way. So they help in understanding that conceptually and intellectually rather.
Yeah. That's why Vairagyam important. Vairagyam. Vairagyam, not being attracted by the things that I see, not being carried away. Why? So that I can come to that Atma which I don't know right now, right?
Yeah.
It's not visible. It's not there. So very interesting. It's all falling in place. Good. Anything else?
The Krishnam, second Krishnam, we can say that it includes the entire subtle and gross, which is known as well as unknown. So including both known and unknown, everything includes into that.
Fair enough. That's okay. That's understood. No. Because we are alpajnas. We are knowledgeable people means what? We know some little bit of knowledge. More unknown than known. So yeah, includes everything.
How is that word coined, Mahodaya?
Krishnam, huh?
Yeah.
I have to look up the Vyutpatti Mahodaya. I don't know right now. Krishnam. Krishnam. Let's see what he says. Okay, he says, Sakale, Krit and then Ksan. It seems there is a pratyaya called Ksan pratyaya. So, Krit plus Ksan, he says. Unadi Sutra is there. Saying, Sarvam, that is the meaning. Jalam. Another meaning is there, Jalam. Yeah. And then he gives example of Bhagavad Gita. Tatraikastham jagat kritsnam pravibhaktamanekadha. Like that, he's quoting the 11th chapter. And so, Amarkosha is saying, Samagram. Samagram means complete. And then, Samaha, Sarvaha, Vishwaha, Asheshaha, Kritsna, Samasta, Nikhila, Akhila, Nishesha, Samagra, Sakala, Purna, Akhanda, Anunaka, Kevala, etc. So, not a lot of meanings indicating that Purnatvam, Purnam, Shesha. Ashesha is also interesting, right? There is no Shesha. So that's
Palakkad, that Swamiji's name is Asheshananda. Palakkad Chinya Mission. He's a very good speaker in Malayalam, also in English.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll conclude now, and then we'll meet next class. We will conclude chapter 13 summary. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.